Thanksgiving football is back. I have been craving turducken for my entire life. One day I'm going to get a turducken. I feel like I should go to a Thanksgiving game and just run onto the field and take the turducken. You think they'll let me get away with that?
No,
But I want to try it. Looks good.
it's not for you.
Yes, it is. Give me the turd. Welcome back to the James and Dame Show. I'm Josiah.
And I'm Will.
And today we're going over Week 13 preview, Thanksgiving edition. Because now I'm thinking about it, it's making me really hungry right now. Give me some of that turducken, Will.
Just looking at the Pick'em League. Obviously, everyone's welcome to join. We do have a Pick'em League link in the description. And we have Josiah actually in first. He's held his lead as
2 weeks in a row.
I don't know if you looked. Everybody who picked for week 12 got 10 games right.
So nothing's changed.
Absolutely
nothing has changed. Oh,
So yeah, he's in first at 120 and 57. I am down in third at 112 and 65. So, yeah, that didn't really help me a lot, but I guess I didn't fall
Nope.
behind by more, which I guess with some
stagnant.
of my
Yeah, that's what we want. Consistency.
picks, with some of my picks,
Maybe.
I guess I should be okay with that. So, yeah. Let's get into some of these games as we have a full 16 game slate this week. So we'll try and keep it a little bit briefer for everybody at home so they can watch this and go and spend time with family as it is that time of year. So,
Yes. Thursday night football. Packers visiting the Lions. Hey, Green Bay. So, you know what you did in week 1 when you beat the Lions and everything? I think you might have pissed them off.
there might be a little angry.
They might be a little angry. So,
This is going to be a kind of a big game. There's no tiebreakers really for these two teams because the Packers have a tie. So it's unless somehow the Lions gain a tie somewhere along the way, this game is going to come down to the playoff seeding between these two is going to come down to record. Thanks to that tie, which love them, hate them, they do have an effect. So
they do.
but looking at the game itself, Packers coming off of a dominant defensive win over the Vikings, where the Lions eked out an offensive battle with the Giants. Both not
Great.
super great wins.
No.
As far as like caliber of team, Packers was definitely more of a blowout. But at the same time, looking at this, Packers offense hasn't quite looked like itself. Josh Jacobs is, I believe, expected to return, but
Should be able to.
I think the main story of this game is going to be both are missing their starting tight ends. Laporta and Kraft both out for the year.
What is this world?
Kraft has been out obviously a few weeks, but Laporta had been deemed out with back injury a couple weeks ago, or was it last week?
Last week.
And it was announced that he would be out for the season because it would require surgery. So he will be out. But yeah, I guess coming down to like what this game actually will turn out to be, I believe you had said that you were going with the Lions because
Yeah. Lions going to be playing, obviously, for division, especially if the Bears do lose this week. They want to win, and since you guys beat them at the beginning of the season, it's kind of expected that you will split with them because these two are really good teams.
yeah,
When they're at their peak, they are really good teams. Like you said, it probably comes down to who's going to utilize their talent without their star tight end. I trust the Lions a little bit more because they have better weapons, in my opinion.
And it feels kind of like Jordan Love is kind of lost out there without Kraft.
Yeah, he feels a little lost. And with Jacobs possibly coming back, I think it might help their case, or at least have a better chance. But then again, you're also going up against Gibbs and Montgomery in the backfield. Two really good running backs. Good luck. That's what I'm going to say. I think it'll be a really interesting game. I don't think I care too much who wins this game. I think it's probably slightly in the Lions' favor due to home advantage and probably better weapons. That's about it, really.
Yeah, so. and I completely agree. I'm feeling the Lions. Packers are kind of hit or miss. Their defense is strong, and if the Lions can get past that, and like especially Micah Parsons, I think they're gonna have a pretty good chance at this game. It's just gonna be. I feel like we kind of have consistently known what Packers we're getting.
Yeah.
But the Lions is where we get something really ugly one week, something better,
really good the other week.
But yeah, that is at least the early Thursday window, which is weird. Yes. Unless you know that it's Thanksgiving, which obviously it is. On to the late afternoon window on Thanksgiving.
Thursday.
We have the battle of, I don't even know how you, are these teams really playoff teams?
Worthy,
like both of these teams coming off of wins that were supposedly
upsets.
So like they were upsets, but like
they were
supposedly are riding the season or, proving that they're playoff ready or whatever. Cowboys upsetting the Eagles.
Even though Dak has been 22-2.
He's 22-2 at home. Like, some people are like, what? And I'm like, I mean, this is one where I was like, I called it. But yeah, then there's the Chiefs who beat the Colts who, that one was almost expected. A lot of people, they were, I think, 50-50 in like a lot of bets, but I think a lot of people were leaning more towards the Chiefs with it being at home.
Which is why I leaned towards them last week, because home field advantage is a huge thing.
I think this game, more than anything, tests the legitimacy of the Cowboys. Because I think the Chiefs are the better team.
The Chiefs are technically the better team. Technically.
Yeah.
I would be more surprised if the Cowboys did win, but won by more than 7 points.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
really surprising. They have a good offense with Pickens.
They do, and they can make this game interesting, but I think the caliber of the Cowboys' defense is not good enough to go against the Chiefs' offense that has these weapons.
Yeah,
again,
especially against their fast receivers.
I expect to see a Mahomes mishap somewhere in this game. That's kind of just been a consistent thing through this years. He's had mishaps earlier in the game. But later in the game, he seems like he heats up a little bit, and the way, especially Rashee Rice has been playing since coming back from his suspension, it's just, I don't think Dallas has enough to stop it.
No, I don't think they do.
So could I see Dallas winning? Yes, and I think if Dallas does win, especially if they win in like a fairly convincing matter.
Yeah.
Not like score-wise, but like, hey, this is actually us winning and not a fluke or anything. If they can actually win the game on their own terms and not just the Chiefs having a bad game, then I think there is actually an argument for the Cowboys potentially being able to make the playoffs. That or the Chiefs just not ready for, not gonna make the play. Like, I think it's one or the other, but Chiefs win.
Yeah, something's going to surprise us.
I think if the Chiefs win, we're in the same spot we're in now.
Yeah. Wow, they're having a second half of the season comeback. I'm so surprised. That's never happened before.
It's just like it's a Chiefs team. Moving along to the evening game for Thanksgiving.
Gee, I wonder what Will's going to rock with.
So, I will say that Obviously, I'm gonna go with the Ravens on principle. Unfortunately, I think this is the one week where that is the only thing I can give as this is like maybe the least confident I've been with this team.
Especially with certain Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's expected to come
Yeah.
back. Our defense has been better, but still watching it, I still see some holes with it. Like there's points where the tackling isn't very good or the coverage breaks down pretty easily. We still can't get to the quarterback very easily.
Yeah, and then you have issues with, now you have to deal with Jamar Chase now. Sure, you do lose T. Higgins if he's out of with concussion protocol. Yeah, your defense will definitely be tested. I'm still going to stick with the Ravens as well. It would probably be a closer game like we did see last week with the Bengals. Probably a high scoring game, maybe.
Well, and that's what actually gives me the most concern is the Ravens' offense hasn't looked great lately. I think Derrick Henry could have a really good game because the Bengals' run defense is not good.
No, they're not good.
But the play calling hasn't been great. The O-line hasn't been great, and Lamar
Questionable.
has not seemed quite like himself since coming back from injury. He had the second half against the Dolphins, but other than that, he's just
Yeah.
not seemed like himself.
That's about it.
And I just have some concerns there. Not that I don't think that those things can be fixed come season's end, and I am to say that I'm being optimistic and such, it would be an understatement. But I am hopeful that this offense can get turned around come playoff time, and we can see kind of what Baltimore at full strength and at like their max potential, kind of similar to what we might have expected or hoped for at the beginning of the year. Well, maybe we can actually see a little bit of that by the time the season ends. But I'm going with the Ravens on principle, but I would not be surprised if the Bengals pulled this out because it just does not seem like Baltimore is in a great place for this matchup.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, yes. We have a Black Friday game because it's Thanksgiving and everything.
yeah, I knew we had a Black Friday game. I did not recall it being this early.
No,
being played at 2.
It's at 2 p.m. We have the Bears and the Eagles playing at 2 p.m. for some reason. Eagles hosting. Yeah, for me, it's an easy pick. Eagles. Bears haven't really been tested against like really great teams, especially like a good defense like the Eagles. My major concern is what does Williams do? Because I don't know. I mean, he's progressed. He's progressed as a quarterback.
Absolutely.
He's becoming better. I don't think he's quite ready to go up against an Eagles defense right now. It's not looking great.
It's going to be tough for him, but at the same time, he's one of those quarterbacks that I think can thrive in the pressure.
Well, he very well can.
Like these mobile quarterbacks, I think can be what stifles these kind of defenses because they do such a good job of getting pressure. But these guys who can deal with pressure and also, get out of the pocket, it's going to depend on the ball security and what they can do because their run game is really going to be tested. And again, there's a lot that's going to come down to Caleb.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we know what the Eagles look like. They play things close, and the Bears have been good in close games.
Yeah.
So this one, I could see going either way with the way the Bears have finished games. I think this game has a lot riding on it because I think an Eagles win here obviously would put the Bears a game. They would drop them a game, and if I don't think it matters who wins the Thanksgiving game between Lions Packers, but whoever wins takes the division.
Yeah,
lead.
for the moment, yeah.
But if the Eagles go and lose, and the Cowboys manage to win, Cowboys are right back in the division championship whatever.
Yeah,
Conversation.
Because we haven't had back-to-back NFC East division winners since
I think it's been like 20 years.
Yeah, since 20 years. So if the Cowboys are going to do it, they got to do it soon. So they have to have a lot riding on this. So it'd be really funny to see the Eagles win it back to back.
It'd be, I mean, it's almost expected, but again, Bears, they got a lot, going for them, and we're gonna have to see what that defense can do. They do have the most turnovers.
Yes.
I believe that is what their defense has done, has been able to turn the ball over the most.
Yeah, and the Bears secondary.
The Bears
a lot of
secondary
interceptions over there.
They've been very good against, and this is an Eagles team that is offense that struggled.
Struggles.
So I can definitely see a path for the Bears. It's just gonna be
it's a tight window for them, and I think they can do it.
It's as for most teams. Can their offense actually do enough to put up 20 points or
maybe
25?
Yeah,
that's gonna really be the
knows?
question. But
Yeah.
I will ride with the Eagles as the safe bet.
Okay.
On
Oh
to
boy.
Sunday.
So Sunday morning,
Oh,
we've got Niners and Browns. Niners.
So, yeah, Shadur is going to be getting the start. I believe Dylan is out of concussion protocol now, but I think it's fair to say that Shadur has kind of earned himself at least
chance.
a stint. Yeah.
A chance.
An opportunity to start. So, I mean, winning helps.
Yes, winning does help. It's their first win since week
It's been a few weeks.
7.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. And so yeah, I think it's fair to give him a chance, but San Francisco, Robert Saleh's defense, they're not going to make it very easy. This is
a very tough unit.
This is going to be this is going to give him a lot of pressure. And again, Robert Saleh, he's done a very good job over there despite missing some of his biggest pieces. So I don't have a lot of faith in Shadur being able to handle that, but if he somehow puts together an offense that can win that game, I think he deserves to keep starting if he can do it. But good luck.
And it also helps that the 49ers are very injured. So
yeah, they do.
It does help a little bit, but a Robert Saleh defense is still a great unit, regardless of how fewer starters you do have. He's still going to elevate them to an extent.
The other thing is just how much can the defense really crutch Shadur against? It's like
I don't want to say Bengals. The Browns O-line itself as a unit, it's all right. It's not great. So
I mean, like,
they got to do a lot of work against that 49ers defense.
I more mean like the Browns defense, Myles Garrett
and
all going against Brock Purdy, who's been rocky, but when the 49ers have Brock Purdy, George Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey all healthy, are I believe 27-8.
Yes.
So they have a very good record with all three of them, and they will have all three of them. And so again, that's a three-headed monster that's tough to stop, but Myles Garrett's he's got a good reputation.
He's arguing for the best defensive player of the year for a reason.
He's chasing 23. So
yes, he is chasing 23.
But yeah, I will go with the 49ers as I'm not gonna call an upset. Plus, if the Browns are wearing their normal uniforms, they don't win in those. They only win when they're wearing special uniforms
for some random reason.
Any helmet that isn't orange, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a sign.
I don't know why. So we have the Jaguars visiting the Titans here. I don't feel great about this game. The Jaguars should win this one. But knowing the Jaguars this season, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, so, I mean, beating the Cardinals in overtime last week, Trevor threw 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I just don't know with him, and he hurts my brain. Titans, they have an okay defense. They can put pressure on Trevor, which will definitely cause some mistakes.
Yeah, you gotta get him out of the pocket more often, but Yeah.
It's
The Titans are just terrible.
the Titans just don't have an offense. They don't have an O-line.
They don't have anything. Cam Ward, maybe.
Cam Ward, who's just running in circles for his life.
Simmons.
As Josh Hines Allen might have a really fun game.
Maybe.
That's for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jags just because.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say the defense would do it, but their defense has been kind of hit or miss. I don't have enough faith in Trevor. Their run game's pretty solid, but Titans defense does have some strong points. So
Yes.
it's just it feels like it very easily could be just a mismatch for the Titans. I feel like the Titans are due for a win.
They are.
I just
don't know when it would be.
They just don't feel like a one-win team to me, but their offense has been abysmal. But even the Browns have 3 wins, so.
Of all teams, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Jaguars.
Okay. Oh boy. So this next one is even better. We have the Texans visiting the Colts. How I view this is Colts are coming home. They had that ugly loss to the Chiefs. They were on the road. This should be a chance to bounce back. The reason why the Texans would probably win is literally their defense, and if C.J. Stroud, is he coming back?
I believe he's expected to return.
Okay. If C.J. Stroud does return, he's got to step up a little bit more, and that Texans offense needs to do a lot more. I don't think it will be as abysmal as earlier this season for the Texans, but if they could just have an average offense with this stinking defense, this is a great team. Like, they can be really good. However, for me, it's hard to pick against the Colts only because, I don't know, maybe it's still that first half of season rust that's starting to wear off. I don't know if it's just I don't trust the Texans right now. It's hard to.
The Texans put on like a lights out performance on defense last week.
Yeah, but it was against an
lights.
inconsistent Buffalo team.
True, but Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson are just so scary. They're so scary. And then obviously you have like one of the best corners in the league in Derek Stingley. They just have they have a really good defense.
Colts also have a good defense, but not.
They have a pretty solid defense,
but
going
not to the caliber of Texans. So.
It's a good defense against a good offense, and a solid defense against an improving offense. So, again, if C.J. Stroud's there, assuming C.J. Stroud does actually perform better than Davis Mills was,
it can be
that
a close game.
That offense could actually get something going, but I don't like the matchup. I know who I'm gonna go with, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Daniel Jones kind of look like he did against Pittsburgh with this defense. Mm-hmm. But I am gonna ride with the Colts and Jonathan Taylor.
I am as well.
He had one not phenomenal week, so he feels like he's due for another one.
Yeah, I mean, every quarterback has their ups and downs. Jones has been very consistent for the most part, so that's good to see out of him.
He's only really had like one bad week.
Yeah, so that was against Pittsburgh.
But I think Houston, again, it's a division game, so
it might be close. It might be down to the wire.
It's going to be either really close or a complete blowout. You know, there's no like real in between with these guys, but it's nobody knows.
I did ask for a competitive AFC South.
You did, and we are getting that.
So we're getting it.
But yeah, I'm gonna pick the Colts to win.
Sweet.
Moving along, we got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen the Dolphins play.
It truly has.
And I'm happy about that.
Sometimes I keep forgetting they exist. Dolphins.
Yeah, Tyler Shook.
Yeah.
He's putting up numbers. I don't have a lot of faith in him or the Saints in general. The offense is a mess. The defense is, well, there's just so much. Miami just needs not to have Tua turn the ball over 20 times.
I'm gonna turn the ball over.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't do that. As long as he doesn't turn it over a bunch, I think the Saints are such a beatable team. Dolphins have to beat themselves to lose this game, and that's even accounting for the fact that it's the Dolphins. So,
Yeah.
again, Saints coming off a loss, Dolphins coming off a bye is just,
It's not looking pretty.
yeah. I'm gonna ride Dolphins
Yeah, me too.
on HN all the way.
Yeah, HN all the way. Falcons visiting the Jets. Falcons, you should win this one. I'm going to be very upset if you don't. Don't make me look stupid. Grr.
You said who?
Falcons.
Oh, okay.
Don't make me look stupid.
I mean, it is Kirk Cousins, and
Cousins.
he's not doing a lot. Jets defense has been pretty solid. I guess Tyrod Taylor gives you a slightly better passing offense, but for the most part, this is going to come down to Breece Hall, who
Yeah.
Falcons' run defense hasn't been great. Raheem Morris loves to find ways to lose. God, I don't trust the Falcons, but I am
Why?
I am gonna go with the Falcons due to their ability to stop the pass against a not good passing offense, and their ability to put up points.
Yes.
As long as they're so inconsistent. They can't do what works consistently.
Yes.
They're like, oh, this worked. Let's try something else.
Yeah.
See if that works.
No. Go back to
So
what
yeah,
you're doing.
ride with the Falcons. Cardinals visiting the Buccaneers.
This should be a bounce back week for the Buccaneers. Should be. Because
I'm
really
hoping
You're at home.
so. Really hoping so.
Yeah, especially with how the next game we will talk about will go. Cardinals, you're not great right now. Buccaneers, you need a bounce back week. So having the Cardinals at home should help quite a bit. So morale reasons.
Curious about this. I think Bucky Irving, this has kind of been a marked return date for him for a little bit. I don't know if you've heard there's some weird stuff going on with that injury though. There was when they were in, was it Philly? Or something. There was someone who had heard something about Bucky Irving that made it sound like there's a lot more going on than what they're talking about. And that they had, again, this was back when they played Philly, but they were like, yeah, I wouldn't expect him coming back anytime soon. I have no idea what it's about. It's been very under wraps, but he's expected to come back. It seems like there's a lot more going on there than.
And if he does come back, this is guaranteed a Buccaneers win because Bucky Irving is kind of like a lifesaver for this offense, honestly.
My concern here is the Tampa Bay defense has been,
and that's where I'm also concerned about.
Not good, but you are going against
Cardinals.
Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett can't have good games.
He
can also have really good bad games.
I don't think it's stat wise. I think he has pretty good games. I just don't think he does enough to win games.
No, even if he did break the NFL record for completions.
Yeah, and you still lost by 19.
Yeah.
So
lost by 19.
I'm gonna ride with the Buccaneers. Hopefully get a little bit healthier,
please,
and we see a little bit more of that vintage. And again, hopefully Baker is back to full strength and everything too.
I would hope so.
Moving along to the last of the early slate for Sunday.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about earlier.
Rams playing the Panthers. I'm not gonna even try picking against the Rams because the Rams
they're the best team in the league right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, Panthers are just an anomaly. Like some weeks they're like, we want to be good and make the playoffs. Some weeks they're like, how do we throw a ball?
Even that didn't make any sense.
Exactly.
How do throw a ball?
Yeah,
Not very efficiently.
Yeah, Panthers. They have quite a few concerns still.
Concerns, yes.
How they manage to win games, I don't understand. I see how they lose games. That
That's
makes
very apparent.
that makes sense to me. When they win games is when I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But Rams have just been. Matthew Stafford's been dominant.
Yes.
Puka Nacua is one of the
Great.
best receivers in the league. Devontae Adams up there is maybe top number 2. I mean, having him as a number 2 is just ridiculous.
Yeah, the fact that he is a number 2 is crazy.
And the defense is playing. There's just McVay's having another fantastic season.
Yeah.
Just doesn't seem fair. On to the late afternoon slate, though. We got the Vikings visiting the Seahawks.
How many turnovers are the Vikings going to have? 9.
Yeah,
Probably.
This to me kind of feels like a potential defensive battle.
It could be.
Darnold has not had great performances against really good defenses, and I guess, giving a little bit more credit to Flores than maybe he's warranted to this point. He does have a good defense. He's a
solid
very
unit.
great mind.
He has a solid unit.
I'm going to go with the superior Vikings quarterback, who isn't a Vikings quarterback anymore.
I was like, huh?
Revenge game for Sam Darnold.
Yeah. And it's also a revenge game, so you kind of have to pick the guy who's seeking revenge. So
Yeah, Vikings offense has also just not been good. Seahawks defense continues to put on good performance week after week. Sam Darnold in the offense. JSN's doing great. He'll probably outshine Justin Jefferson yet again
yeah.
on a weekly basis. So I don't know what's up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Will, now that I think about it, J.J. McCarthy is in concussion protocol, so
Oh.
I don't even know who we're going to see at quarterback, but it's not going to be J.J. McCarthy. So good luck, Minnesota.
Minnesota. So we got the Bills visiting the Steelers, also in the afternoon slot. I can speak English. Okay. Buffalo. I need to have a talk with you.
Listen here.
Listen, please. I beg of you.
I beg you.
This is probably the best opportunity to turn your season around, or at least to keep it from collapsing, or at least one of the best situations. You're going up against the Steelers, who have a solid defensive front. Offense is a bit lackluster, especially with Aaron Rodgers being out, unless he's back in.
He was even questionable day of that game, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would almost expect him to play.
Okay.
But
So assume Rodgers is there.
yes.
Assume he's there. You gotta show up, okay? Like there's no reason to be playing down a competition at this point. Please have some consistency. The only reason I'm going to pick you this week is because you win games that you shouldn't really, but then you lose games you also really shouldn't. This is one of those situations, I guess. I'm going inconsistency here. Frick it. Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I also have the Buffalo Bills just because they've been such a they're an
Who are
anomaly.
you?
They can't decide if who they want to be.
Identity crisis. For real.
I can't even say an identity crisis. They just some parts of the team just don't show up certain weeks, and
That's an understatement.
the Buffalo is a good team. We know that they can be. It's the consistency that bothers me. But I think with the Steelers just not being a super great squad right now,
Yeah.
the receivers are their wide receivers are barely over 1,000 yards. Like,
Yep.
they don't have a fantastic run game. Sure, the Bills' defense is going to make them look better, but I don't know that better is good enough.
It is not.
It's just a question of if they can get stuff going on offense. If they can do that, this is a very winnable game. They just need to get their stuff together.
Please.
But next up, Raiders taking on the Chargers in LA.
The Chargers.
Max Crosby has like paper bags to work through.
Yeah.
It's just.
It's a little unfair.
But regardless, I mean, that's kind of been the case for most of the Chargers season so far, and they still have 7 wins. And because of that, I am going to still go with the Chargers. But
I'm also choosing the Chargers, but would not be surprised if Max Crosby has a significantly better day just because of how bad that line is.
yeah, they do have to figure. Chargers got to get something going for sure. They got to work something
And
out.
I also just don't trust the Raiders' offense to do anything.
True. Although again, Chip Kelly is out, so maybe.
Maybe.
But
We'll
I do trust the Chargers defense more. So I'll go with the Chargers, and I'm talking about going with an AFC West defense. Sunday night, we get the Broncos taking on the Commanders in Washington, and Washington has not been a great team.
No.
Not for a little bit. Denver has.
That's all you need to know.
Obviously, Denver's offense is going to make it close, make it come down to the wire, because fourth quarter Bo Nix go hard.
Yes.
But that's about the only one. So, Washington, I like Marcus, but this is just not going to be a fun matchup for him.
No, it's not going to be.
He's going to have
Have fun, Mariota. Please don't die as you're being sacked to death.
Yeah, have good luck.
Good luck, my
But
friend.
Broncos, they just coming off a week of rest.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Yeah,
It's not the same anymore.
it's not. But yeah, Broncos, you just put up some points. I don't know that the Commanders' offense is going to be able to do too much.
They're too old and slow, and they're washed.
Yes.
Yeah. And then finally, to wrap everything up, I feel like we had a really easy day picking out who's going to win and who's not going to win.
I believe
specifically this game.
I believe we have all of the same picks for this.
Yeah,
week.
which is crazy. We haven't even said who our pick is or what the team is. Teams that are
The
playing.
Giants are visiting the Patriots on Monday Night Football.
You know why?
Now I won't.
Will be
No,
reasonable here.
I won't.
Be
But
reasonable.
Giants are winless on the road. I think there's a reason. Jackson Dart is questionable. I really
Don't
just
put him in.
I really
Just
would rather
let the
not
season
see
end.
him go back in, but at the same time, I don't know that he really improves your chances to win. Like
No.
he's good, and he's gonna probably be your franchise guy. I'm not
But
saying
you
that.
don't have Scatterboo. You don't have neighbors. You're losing pieces left and right.
And Jameis is playing like pretty well.
For what he has, yes.
I think that's gonna be what's interesting about this game. It's just, can Jameis put something together against the Patriots?
I think he will.
So you're picking the Giants.
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying he will have a good game, but knowing famous Jameis, whoops, I dropped the ball. Oops, I threw an interception on the last drive. I don't hate the man. I just think it's funny. He's just notorious for having the most mediocre career ever. So many touchdowns, so many interceptions and turnovers. You can never have a consistency anywhere with this guy. And it's fun. And he's a fun guy to watch because of that.
He is. I am going to go with the Patriots, but I will say I feel like the Patriots are I'm gonna say they're due for a loss, and I think it's gonna come against a team that is gonna make people question the Patriots' validity.
Yeah.
Because
And
I mean,
I believe they.
their schedule is easy, so that's gonna be if they lose, that is gonna happen. That's probably gonna just be the case. Is they're gonna lose, unless it's to the Bills. I think it's the only other tough matchup they have.
Yeah.
Like most of their schedule is pretty easy. But I think they're gonna drop one of these games, and if it's like a game to the Giants, everyone's gonna go, "Oh wow, the Patriots might
are-
not be Super Bowl contenders like we thought."
What?
It's like,
No way.
really? So
It's like we've been saying that since the beginning of this year.
yeah, I'll go with the Patriots though.
Yeah. That'd be
I could see Jameis pulling this off though.
it's a very low chance, but
With the Giants, yes, but with Jameis, you never
it's
know.
possible.
He's almost beaten the Lions and Packers. Thank you so much for thank you so much for joining us for this week 13 preview. Had to fly through some of these games because there's a lot, but that is because
There's
it
a
is-
lot.
it's Thanksgiving, which, speaking of which, I hope everyone at home has a great Thanksgiving from the James and Dame Show. Enjoy time with family and everything. Safe travels to those who do travel.
Yes.
We wish all of you a happy holiday, and again, appreciate you spending any time during this season watching our show.
Yes. It's a show.
Yeah. Thank you so much for spending time here. And we wish you the best of holidays and a good Turkey Day, I guess.
Yeah. Please eat all the turkey and stuff as you can.
And
yeah.
enjoy you some turkey football.
Turkey football. Yes. See ya.
Bye.
Give me some.